What is up with it, chocolatiers? Here with another review for you guys today, and I'm going to talk about If. This is a movie that's very, very good. Um, I don't know if it's just me. I feel like it is just me because going into this film, if you saw the podcast first episode, check it out. It's on the channel. Um, like I was telling Mr. Vanilla, the trailers for this movie have not been selling me, but I feel like it was going to be really good. So I didn't go in with like a negative attitude, but I just kind of went in like, hey, let's go and watch this. And I'm so glad that I did because John Krasinski was on point. I don't know what these reviewers are talking about. I saw one review on Rotten Tomatoes because I looked after the fact because I didn't know what the score was. I assumed it was like 70, 80. I went and looked. It's like I think I'm 59 as of recording this, and I was like, what the fuck? It's not even 60. And I clicked on one of the reviews, and somebody said the plot was overly convoluted. I was like, what? This shit was so run of the mill. Which I saw those being complaints, which I can understand, but overall for me, I really love this movie. I loved the plot and premise, which is you have this little girl whose dad is John Krasinski and this other woman is her mom. And her mom gets diagnosed with cancer. You don't really... That's my other thing I love about this movie, too. They don't, like, really just go in your face, but, man, yeah, she died from this and that. Like, no, like, they show, like, flashbacks, like... Or not really flashbacks, but, like, kind of like camcorder footage at the beginning of the film. And I love that so much. I love that storytelling without, really telling me. And, she ends up passing away, and John Krasinski's character is going to have heart surgery because something's wrong with his heart. And once again, they don't specify what that is, but that's all you need to know. And he wants his daughter to explore, New York City and, just have a good time, this and that. She's living with the grandma right now in their old house they used to live in and stay in this apartment. And, yeah, that's pretty much the plot of If, because once she discovers that imaginary friends exist, it's her job for her and Ryan Reynolds to make sure that they can find a home. And I'm telling you, plot of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, like, dude, this movie was banging. Um, I saw a lot of people say it was flat. I thought it was very magical, very whimsy. Really brought you kind of back to, like, your childhood roots. Like, there were certain parts where, like, I was really kind of affected. It made me think, like, as a kid, things were easier. Like, like the big, I feel like, theme of this movie is, don't grow up too fast. Like you're still a child. Because like the girl in this movie is 12 and she, at the beginning keeps telling everybody she's an adult. She's an adult. And I just really think that this movie is going to hold up for years to come, even with its okay reviews, because, it, like people kept saying it was slow and stuff, but like I love the build up. Like I don't know, like that was just me. Like I was loving the build up. I loved all the way the imaginary friends looked, and I really think this movie pulls at your heartstrings as well. Because especially towards the end, like dude, I was about to be in tears, man. There's twists that you don't see coming. I take that back. I kind of saw it coming within like the last 30 minutes, but still, there's a good twist. It's just I don't really know what else to say about this movie. Like, it's just so magical. Like, it feels like an old Disney movie, like when Disney used to make good shit and not pieces of shit. Like this movie, has scenes of imaginary friends trying to find a home, and it's sad because a lot of the times, like, especially how they explain this movie, when kids grow up, they just forget all about them, and they're pretty much just like at this retirement home, which is a very funny scene with Ryan Reynolds and the main girl. And I just feel like they just brought it home. Like, Ryan Reynolds does such a good job. He's usually goofy and funny and everything, but like in this movie, he's funny at times, but like he's not like Ryan Reynolds funny like what he's pretty serious for the most part. It's like in comedic ways, of course, because it's a kids movie. But like for the most part, he's like very serious, and it's for good reason. He's upset just like the other imaginary friends, because they don't know, like their home is with the kids and they don't know what to do. And there's some very sweet scenes where, you you have them trying to find homes for the imaginary friends, and without spoilers, there's just a scene towards the middle end of the film, which I really feel like is the best parts of the movie. I think the second and third act are really good, because you have them finding their homes, and it's just some of the sweetest stuff I've seen. Like, I was over here up in the chair, dude. I was like, fuck, bro. I said, what they doing over here? They're about to make me cry. And I don't know. It could just be because I saw, two okay movies before I watched this one. But I just, like, even like right now thinking about it, like, dude, the music, the score, like, everything about this film was just on fucking point. It's so far, I think I put it in my top 10. It might be number 11, but like, it's really good. And really and truly, that's not speaking much, because even though we had good movies this year, we had a lot of trash too. But like, I really think that out of everything that came out this weekend, if you want to spend your money on anything, spend it on this movie. You'll have a good time at the theater. Even if you go, like I said, even if you go by yourself, you go with your woman, whoever. You go with whoever, okay? This movie is just really good because it brings you back to your childhood. It brings you back to your roots. And it makes you think about growing up and where you're at today. And it that fucking sucks. It's sad. And with that, I think John Krasinski is 3-0 right now. Like, this man's putting out bangers. He is getting it. And with that, like and subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys on the next one.